Hi everyone. Today I will be showing you how to create the employee category. To create the employee category, we have to go to the masters EMP category. By default, there is a category which is applicable for all the employees. Either you can edit this and you can schedule it, or you can create a new category. You can define the name. Now, in the employee category, the first option is OT formula. If OT not applicable, you can select the first option. The OT is not applicable for that particular department or the category what you are creating it. If the OT is applicable, you have to define the formula. The first formula is outpunch minus shift end time. Whatever your outpunch is there and the shift end time, the shift end time minus your outpunch will give you the OT, or you can say the shift your outpunch minus shift end time will give you the OT. Total duration minus shift hours will give you the OT. So whatever the shift total duration is there, for example 8 hours, and total work you have done for 9 hours. So 9 hours minus your total duration. I mean total duration minus your shift hours will give you the OT. Early coming plus late going. Early coming is the prior to your shift, whatever the time you are coming, 1 hour early or 2 hours early, and late coming after your shift ends. After that, if you are going late for 1 hour or 2 hours, before time and after time of your shift will be considered as a OT. Minimum OT. If you have set the minimum OT, for example 30 minutes, that means the OT, if you are working for 30 minutes, the OT will not be shown in the OT column. If you have done more than 30 minutes, then only the OT will be considered. Maximum OT. If you are restricting the maximum OT for 1 hour, if you have done the OT for 2 hours, in the report still it will be showing you 1 hour OT only. If it is required, you can enable it. If not, you can disable the option. Consider only first punch and the last punch in the attendance calculation. So if you check this option, if you are making multiple punches in between punches also, only the first punch and the last punch will be considered for your reports. If you want to consider the in between punches, in that case you have to uncheck this option. Next, there is a neglect last in punch for missed out punch. If by default this option is checked, if this option is enabled, what it will do, it will neglect the last punch. For example, while going, you have missed your out punch and you have gone home, and this option is enabled. At that time in the reports it will say absent no out punch. But whereas then if you uncheck and generate the report, at that time your report will be in the form of present no out punch. Why it is giving present? Because the software is going to generate an manual entry, auto entry, and assign for the employee, and it will give you a report present but no out punch. There is a grace time for early coming and early going and late coming. You can define the timing according to your requirement. There is a week of 1 and week of 2. If your company has only a single week off, you can enable 1 week off and off the other one. If you have multiple weeks off, you can enable both the week off and select the second day. For example, in the banks, they use for the banking bank sectors, they have a second Saturday, fourth Saturday holidays. In that case, you can enable this and select the second and fourth. So every second and fourth Saturdays will be marked as holiday. Else you can off the week of 2. Consider early coming punch and consider the late going punch. If these options are unchecked, if you're coming before to the shift and going late, those punches will not be considered. If you want to consider those punches, in this case, this option should be enabled. Consider early coming punch and consider late going punches. Next option is deduct break hours from your work duration. Deduct break hours means in between office hours. If you're moving out of the office, you make a punch, you go out. Again, when you're coming back, you make a in punch and you come inside. That is the in between punches. That duration will be deducted from your total work duration and it will give you a report. So this option should be checked, and the consider only first punch and last punch in the attendance will be unchecked. Then only this option is going to work. Next option is calculate half day if work duration is less than 240 minutes. 240 minutes is the variable you can define according to your company standards. If you are working less than so many minutes, whatever is being defined by you, then it will be considering as a half day. Same like this, there is a condition for absent. Calculate absent if work duration is less than so many minutes. If you are working less than so many minutes, which is being defined here, then it will be considered as absent. In the similar way, the same options are there for the partial day also. You can enable on the partial day if you like, otherwise you can disable it. Mark week off and holiday as absent if prefix day is absent, which means, for example, on Sunday you have a holiday, on week off, and on Saturday you have some holidays declared. On Friday you take a leave. All the 3 days will be marked as absent according to this condition. In the similar way, one is for the prefix and one is for the suffix. Sunday is a week off, Monday is a holiday, and Tuesday, if you are absent, all the 3 days will be marked as absent. There won't be any week off and holidays. It will be considered as absent. Combining these two options, they have given single option. If you are not if you have both the conditions, instead of selecting both together, you can you can enable only this option, which will give you prefix and suffix both. So all the days will be marked as absent. Mark half day or full day absent when late for. If you are late for 3 days, the fourth day is marked as half day or full day, whatever you are going to select here. That days variant you can set it here, 3 days, 4 days, up to 5 days. We have the option here. Mark half day if late by. If you're late by so many minutes to the office, for example, the grace period is set as a 15 minutes and you have given as a 20 minutes here. If you are late for 20 minutes in the office, it will be automatically considered as a half day. In the similar way, you have the option mark half day if early gone by so many minutes. If you are going early by 30 minutes, automatically software will mark you as a half day. So this is the category, how you are going to design it, and you can add the category. Now if you have multiple categories, then for one department you want to assign the other rules and the other department you want to assign the other rules, you can choose the category accordingly and assign these categories to the particular employees. To assign the categories, you have to go to the masters, go to the employees, edit the particular employees and give them the category. and update it. Those conditions will be applicable for that particular employee.
Take few seconds to subscribe our channel and click the bell icon button so you will get all notification of our latest updates.